More than 800 years of Islamic presence in much of the Iberian Peninsula and the Balearic Islands gave rise to one of the most prolific, rich, and varied legacies that have shaped the history and identity of Spain, a social and cultural melting pot that left a deep mark and can now be experienced, visited, and enjoyed in many ways. Some of these experiences are shared with you here in Spain, Andalusi Experience. Let's discover the Andalusi legacy in the community of Calatayud. We are on the outskirts of the city of Calatayud, which is the capital of the region. The name Calatayud comes from Calatayud, which in Arabic means castle or fortress of Ayyub, referring to the third emir of Al-Andalus, Ayyub ben Habib. The defensive complex of Calatayud is one of the most striking for its originality, being one of the oldest preserved in Al-Andalus. It reached an approximate perimeter of 4 kilometers, consisting of several fortified areas. We'll take you on a tour of some of them. Calatayud was one of the centers of power of the Upper March and one of the most important cities of the Taifa of Zaragoza, with a period of splendor in which it even became independent and minted its own currency. The extensive fortified system that gave rise to the Andalusi Medina of Calatayud began to be built in the year 716. We head to the town of Maluenda, where we will discover an important military stronghold and a powerful, large fortress, the Castle of Maluenda. It was key in controlling the lower Jaloca and in the communications between Calatayud and Daroca. Caliph Abd al-Rahman III and his troops camped in front of its walls when they were heading to Zaragoza to quell one of the first rebellions of the Tajibid Muslims against the central power of Córdoba. The Caliph found that the fortress was also controlled by the rebels, but after a fierce battle, they surrendered. Very close to the castle is the Tower of the Dovecot, dating back to the 10th century. The workforce consisted of Muslim masons and local natives from the area. What remains to be determined is whether they worked under Andalusi orders or under the mandate of the Christian rulers. It is possible that one of its functions was to guard the extra water supply, as beneath the tower there is a cistern carved into the rock, reaching at least 14 meters deep into the ground. The village of Moros, which means Moors, is located in the valley of the Manables River, a tributary of the Jalan. It is a unique municipality that seems to transport us to the times of Al-Andalus. The entire village adapts to the terrain's topography, forming an urban area of great beauty. This town in the community of Calatayud is, in itself, a monumental ensemble. We traveled to this town to showcase one of the many heritage elements linked to the hydraulic culture of Al-Andalus. Islamic culture developed various sophisticated methods for managing and distributing water. Water wheels were one of the most popular. The Terror water wheel is located in the Al-Andalus ravine and lifts water from the irrigation ditch to the fields situated at a higher level. The Andalusi legacy in the community of Calatayud is not only present in monumental complexes, fortifications, or water wheels, it is also present in details or in everyday life. In this case, it is also present in the current gastronomy of Calatayud, from the use of spices and aromatic herbs to exquisite pastries. The Church of San Felix in Torralba de Ribota is one of the purest examples of Aragonese Mudéjar. Mudéjar art is an artistic style that developed in the Christian kingdoms of Spain, a mixture of Christian art and Islamic art inherited from Al-Andalus. This church fortress offers us a heritage experience that takes us directly to the 14th century, as it has hardly had any modifications since then. This type of Aragonese fortress churches was created in a very turbulent historical context. The western territory of what was once the Crown of Aragon suffered intermittent border tensions with the Crown of Castile during the late Middle Ages. These clashes became a full-blown armed conflict between the two kingdoms in the mid-14th century. From those times of military conflicts, very interesting Mudéjar churches have been preserved because their ornamental beauty is added to the existence of structures built for sighting purposes, as if it were a watchtower, and for defense against the enemy. We show you other Mudéjar churches that you can visit in the Calatayud region. In 2001, the Mudéjar Church of Santa Tecla was declared World Heritage by UNESCO. The Church of Santa Maria de Tougd is one of the most authentic monuments of Aragonese Mudéjar and was declared World Heritage by UNESCO in 2001. The Collegiate Church of Santa Maria was declared a national monument in 1884 and World Heritage by UNESCO in 2001, for its Mudéjar style, tower, cloister, and apse. It was apparently built next to the site where the old mosque was located. Its tower, almost 72 meters high and with an octagonal floor plan, is striking and has become the main identifying element of Calatayud. The community of Calatayud offers us a unique Andalusi experience, taking us back in time to Al-Andalus and showing us, once again, the roots of an identity that makes Spain a unique country in Europe.